What's going on YouTube? Rob again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Autobot Scoop. Now, this is it was a Generation 1 Target Master, and I never actually owned him. I never actually held him or saw him in person, so this is going to be pretty much a whole new experience for me. I am excited about it though. He's got two little mini-cons, two little Target Masters, whatever you feel like calling them. They look pretty cool. He turns into a front loader truck thingy, loader mode, whatever you want to call it. Target Master figures combine to form weapon. So they both form one weapon, or they can each form a weapon and then combine. I'm not sure, but taking a look at the stats, he's got middle of the road stats for the most part. He's pretty smart, not terribly fast, pretty adorable, not high ranking. He's courageous. He's very courageous. And his fire blast and skill are pretty middle of the road here. But it says Autobot Scoop. The fearless resolve of Autobot Scoop makes him one of the most relentless warriors on the battlefield. There's no such thing as danger when you can blast enemies with the combined firepower of Target Master allies like Caliburst and Hole Punch. I don't know which is which, so I apologize in advance, because I probably will get the names wrong, and I don't care that much, so I hope you guys will be okay with it. But anyway, I'm interested to see what he's all about, so I'm gonna pop him open and we will check him out in hand. Okay guys, so here we have Generation Scoop in his vehicle form, and here we have Hole Punch and Caliburst, and I've been practicing these, so hopefully I'll get them right. Don't hold your breath though. Alright, so Scoop is a front loader truck. Pretty nice looking. I mean, it's certainly not perfect. He rolls very nicely. He's got pinned front wheels, and the back wheels are the clipped wheels, but they don't seem to have any problem really rolling. One of the minor gripes I have about this is that his scoop itself just has big hollow empty space underneath it, so you got to kind of keep it down. If you want to lift it, it starts to look kind of funny. But he does have the scoop. He can rotate it, can go pretty far down, very far down I should say, and pretty far up. So it looks pretty cool in every other position other than straight up. It does not like to stay pegged together, which is another slight concern. Yeah, but other than that, he's pretty nice. I mean, he's pretty much just orange in this mode. There's really not much other than orange, except these two little gray bits back here. Gray, and then his tires, of course, are black, but other than that, he is very orange, which is okay. He's got the yellow on the bottom here, and we'll get into that in robot mode a little bit, but other than that, another minor gripe I have is that once you lift this part, the cab likes to just pop open, revealing his robot head, which looks a little weird. It's supposed to have these little grooves that kind of plug into these little grooves, but they really don't hold securely. I think I would have liked maybe a little clip or something, just to hold that a little tighter. And beyond that, I guess the last kind of little nitpick I have about this mode is that these guys really have nowhere I mean, there's plenty of plugs here, but I'll show you a little something if these guys are in gun mode. We'll just pop this guy in here, Hole Punch, for this demonstration. You try and plug him in here, okay? First of all, it's really tight. You plug him in here, and his foot gets in the way of this wheel rolling. Try and plug him in here, and it kind of works, but again, you can't plug him in very far. It's not plugged in that well, and it gets in the way of this wheel rolling. And then back here, can also plug them in, but it's off to the side. It doesn't point forward. You could point it back, I guess. But basically, my gripe there is that there's really no like good place to plug these guys into on this dude. Also, I think if you plug him in like this, yeah, he has a tendency to drag on the ground. So yeah, there's that. I mean, other than that, there's really, I know these are all kind of minor nitpicks, so you know, take them as they are. I'm just, you know, my job here is to try and inform you guys as much as possible, let you know everything that I see that could be an annoyance or any concerns, whatever. So yeah, that's all that. But so pretty much straightforward. And to transform this guy, also very straightforward. Basically, all you want to do is come back here to the back of the legs. You're going to pull this bit down, just like so. Straighten the legs out. You want to pop the toes down here. This side has a tendency to make a little pop sound, like it's clicking into place. This side does not. So, whatever. You just take the arms, kind of fold them out to the sides, and then rotate them back, and then flip the chest piece up, and that'll kind of tab into place there. Then you just lift the waist up like so. Now you take the cab area and just accordion it back, like flip it back down, and then flip it up again, and then flip this down, and this down, and then take this, and you can either have it sticking out like that, or what I usually do is have it like that, and it just kind of covers up the whole cab and just kind of sits back there. It stays out of the way. You might not think so, but it does. And then just straighten the arms out and flip the fists out, and you're pretty much done. Hey, guess what? That was a really quick, easy transformation, Hasbro, and still get a decent looking figure. Now on that, he's got basically, you know, most of the articulation that you didn't enjoy. He's got a ball jointed head, so you get some good movement out of that. Okay. He's got ball jointed shoulders, which are also on this little stalk, so they can go up and down, and then around. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got an elbow. No wrist articulation, unfortunately, but it's alright. He's got waist swivel. He's got ball jointed hips. He's got an upper thigh swivel, and he's got kind of double hinged knees just due to transformation. His foot can go up a little bit, but that's really it. It's just the way it transforms. But you get a pretty cool looking robot here. And now I do have one little gripe about this guy. I don't in general like, he's got a lot of orange, and what's not orange is pretty much yellow. And I don't really like a lot of yellow on action figures because I think it tends to make them look cheap, especially, you know, when they use certain shades of yellow, certain types of yellow plastic. And this guy's no exception. I think they could have added just a little bit of paint detailing on these yellow bits just to make it look less kind of cheap. That may be me being overcritical, but I think in hand you can see, like, it's orange, yellow, orange, just big blocks, and it ends up looking kind of unfinished, you know? Maybe, I don't know. I know they tried to break up the orange with the blue and the gray on the robot mode here, but they could have used, I think, a little bit more on the yellow just to break that up. Just a touch more. He's also rather back heavy, as you might imagine. So, there we go. That's got him. So there he is. Let's take a quick look at Hole Punch and Caliburst. And as you can see, these guys are pretty neat looking dudes. They're they're very A stance, like, hey, hop, 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 hop. And what you do to transform these guys is you just flip the barrel over. You just flip their arms around their backs and just peg them together, and then you just flip the handle down, and there you go. You got a gun going on there. Got yourself a stew, and you just put that right in his hand. The same deal here. Flip it over, flip this back, and then flip that down, and just like so. Whoop. Go right in his hand. Now, slight annoyance with these guys is that the handles for the guns are just clipped in. They're just friction pegs. So they have a tendency, if you're trying to put this post into a hand or a pole or something, they have a tendency to just pop out. And I would have liked these to maybe be pinned in. I think that probably would have done them worlds of good. But yeah, other than just happened, just popped out. So it's fairly easy to get back into place, but it can be frustrating if you're trying to do something. But there's a couple of different ways that these can be combined. You can see there's a hole in the bottom here, so you can combine the two of them in a couple of different kind of ways. Like you can have them kind of face to face like that, I guess, if you so desire. But the official combination for these guys is to have one with his arms split, and then you can see there's this little slot right here, and each of them has this little tab just under the barrel, and it can just plug in just like that, and then you've got kind of a double gun that hopefully will hold together. There you go. You got a big giant gun thing. It's totally not one person kissing another person's butt and being held by a bigger person. It's totally not that. Don't even think it for a moment. But yeah, other than that, they're pretty cool target masters. I haven't seen a decent target master since Cyclonus. I missed out on the American release of Masterpiece Hot Rod, so I didn't get that one, but I hear he's pretty awesome. But you do get those guys, and altogether, I mean, it's a pretty cool figure. I'm definitely digging him. He's just fun. He's quick to transform, and he's fun to play with, so that really kind of outweighs his little minor list of flaws. But overall, pretty cool figure. Definitely nice. He's a good one to probably add some repo labels to or something, and I'm sure they'll be on that before too long. But in the meantime, pretty cool guy. You should give him a thought if you see him in a store. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so much, as always, for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I've got the rest of this wave of generations to go through. Starscream and Skywarp, I believe. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.